This is where the fun begins.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What's going on, everybody? As you see, I'm not PJ. Hey, welcome
and
to
I'm
another...
not Sean.
And Jeff, you're not Anthony. Either. You're not Anthony.
Yeah. Anthony.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Sithcast podcast, the podcast where we talk all things Star Wars. I am your temporary host, Sean Solo, along with the BMX Jedi, Anthony himself, our other co-host. And we got another special guest, Star Wars Addict 77. What's up, Jeff?
Not much. I'm here.
Dude, I know.
Living the dream.
While. It's been a while.
It has been a while since I've been on here. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been a good week to talk Star Wars, though. I mean, May 4th with all the even last week, like all the releases that's coming out, all the stuff that they were talking about over at Celebration between all the Hot Toys and May 4th and Andor and Tales of the Underworld. It's been a great month for Star Wars already. Get me energized. And then Anthony and I are hitting ICC next week. You know, Jeff, I have to rub that in because you're not going to make it. I know. But now I'm getting psyched for it, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's awesome. I was planning on grabbing the comic book run because I'm still on that right now. So
yeah.
Just looking for comics.
Well, that's what I was doing. I'm like, because there's not a lot of stuff that I like. Anytime we go to ICC, it's usually a lot of retro stuff. Yeah. It's very rare that's like, oh, I got to go grab that piece. I think, what was it, Anthony? Last time we were there, I picked up the Gamorrean Guard sideshow one.
Yep.
Only because I got it at a good price. Because, I mean, those things were on the aftermarket were what, $800 or something stupid.
Yeah, and then we did see that, was it the Sideshow Mall bust?
Yeah.
And we were both kind of looking at that. But then it didn't have some damage to it or something. And
yeah. We're like
the one-to-one.
I think it was like $1,200 or something. And we were like, dude, it had like a nick on not the nose, but it was noticeable. It was on the face. It would have bothered me.
Yeah. But first time I've ever seen it in person. So that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you get to see some cool stuff there, but like I said, a lot of it's retro. And you mainly go to hang out with all the fellow, YouTubers and just see the cosplays. Really cool.
That's what I like. I like the cosplayers.
Hell, just hanging out in the lobby when all the actors walk by, just like, hey, dude, what's going on? Like, it's so laid back and chill.
Yeah.
I like the. Go ahead, Anthony. Sorry.
I was going to say we tried to kidnap the Deborah from Daredevil.
Deborah Hamwall.
She was immune to chloroform, so that didn't work.
She's like, you guys are rookies. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Anthony's like, hey, did you smell this?
Yeah, Sean was straight up like, does this smell like chloroform? And she was like, it doesn't work on me.
Yeah.
I'm a ginger.
She's like, I'm a ginger. I'm immune to it. Gingers are immune to chloroform.
It's a fact.
Oh Lord.
I like ICC. I like the Kenner people that he brings in too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the toy model guys and again, you think about ILM guys, right? Where they've kind of thanks to Hector, they kind of get back in the limelight and the show, right, and everything else. But then even the Kenner toy people, right, are another breed of these are people that created and have a lot of toy patents. One of the guys is actually the guy that created he created the alien toy that spit the alien out of the mouth too.
Oh, really?
He has the patent for that. So,
dude, that's crazy. But that's the cool thing about ICC. Stuff. And plus, ICC is 98% Star Wars. It's like last year, or was it last? Well, they did them. They did them 2 last year. So you had the one in October, then you and I went to the one in May. So we were literally there a year ago. But they probably had more Daredevil. Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was 2 years ago.
Well, they did it twice. So they did it in May, and then they did another one in October. And I remember you and I were like, wait, we just went. I don't like when they throw me off. I'm used to my one time. This is our ICC time to go. I believe so.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but it's like
I think you are right.
They did it within a 6-month span, 6 or 7 month span. But
yeah,
they had a lot of Daredevil people last year, and then there's still a lot of Star Wars people, but it's so fun. We're gonna miss you, Jeff.
I know.
Did you cancel that hotel?
No, I got to call them tomorrow.
Maybe don't call.
So
or just come, just come,
or just go. Yeah,
you can buy general admission while you're there.
I'm gonna pack up my mouse droid. Bring it with me.
Speaking of that, I checked the mail today, and look what we got, Anthony.
Oh shit!
So we got so these are just basic general admission. This year I didn't go for VIP or anything.
What's the art on it?
It's turtles. Ninja Turtles.
Turtles.
Well, I think like so VIP will probably have Yoda. Like they're all different. Okay. So this is the general admission ones. Even the plastic they printed on is like a lot cheaper than before. Now, granted, I was buying VIP before, and you're spending that much money. Maybe they do it on a little nicer piece, but they give you a cool lanyard and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but got them in hand, so we're good to go. Ant. Got the hotel booked. Get the car gassed up, and it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. I need a little getaway, a little Star Wars getaway.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a blast. It'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah. Like
I'm gonna get a new tattoo while I'm there.
Oh yeah, I already know how I'm gonna lay it out, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that this weekend for sure. Probably Friday.
Yeah, I already talked to the girl that did it last time, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm down." And so I'd like to do it on Friday. That way, like I can actually walk around and enjoy the stuff, because I legit spent the whole damn day sitting in a chair.
Yeah,
getting my shoulder done. Yeah, Sean would come by and check on me, but realistically, like we were there Friday, I was able to walk around. I saw pretty much everything. Then once I got done, I think probably a couple hours, I was still able to walk around and see some stuff. But
yeah, that would be cool if you could set it up like early Friday, like let her get her coffee in her first, because you don't want her tattooing.
Well, that's what we did last time. Remember?
Forever. Like,
like we were there first thing in the morning, and
yeah.
But the thing is like after 30, 45 minutes or something like that, she needs to take a break. I got to get up and pee or whatever.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's going on? We're talking ICC here.
Okay, see you guys later.
Jeff was the fill-in.
Welcome.
Yep. I was just saying. I got the VIP passes or the general admission passes for ICC in the mail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. That's. I don't think I'm going to be heading out there this year.
What?
Yeah. Well.
You don't want to hang out with us, Anthony. Come on.
Even if I wanted to fly out, my flight would most likely get canceled.
Yeah.
You heard about all the flights being canceled in Newark, right?
Yeah. I guess that they're understaffed or something like that. Was that what they were talking about? There's a whole list of things.
Yeah, a whole list of things. There was a safety event, I guess, from what I'm reading, where I think for a good amount of time they lost all power, so they couldn't communicate with the.
Yeah.
Rumor states 90 seconds. And they were saying is that they were telling the planes like that were flying or trying to land in Newark, they're like, go away. We can't see you.
Oh my God.
Go away.
They're over there doing Morse code.
Well, the thing too is that like I think those air traffic controllers got like they were traumatized by what happened. So they all like I think 20% of them took a leave of absence for
my God.
Yeah, you don't want to fly. I mean, you definitely don't want to fly there.
I don't know, man. Yeah, well, like I said, if I wanted to, I don't know if I could get out of Newark.
Yeah.
So, it's unfortunate. I mean, I could. I just don't want to take the risk. If you know what I'm saying, like just trying to get out there. I mean, I could book a flight, but then what are the chances of it getting canceled, right? So.
You don't want to take that risk.
I don't know. I think I won't fly for like the next couple of months.
I gotta fly next month.
Well, I mean, you guys are cool. You don't live in New Jersey, but I think.
Yeah. Where you got to fly to?
Bahamas.
Oh, that's right. I forgot y'all are going.
Yeah.
Must be nice, Sean.
Yeah, my nice,
listen here, Mr. Bermuda. I just got back from Bermuda. I'm all suntan and relaxed.
Yeah. I wish I could go to ICC though. I mean, they got some great guests this year, and obviously it's more of a hangout spot. For a lot of like Star Wars fans, and I hear like nothing but great things. It's not just like, oh, okay, I'm going to go there because so and so is going to show up or whatever. It's more so like, oh, we're getting together, hanging out.
Yeah, that's what it feels like the most. It doesn't feel like you're just going through the motions. Like, I got to hurry up, get to this con, get in this line, meet this person, hurry up, rush over, meet this person. And by the time you're done, you're exhausted. And then you've got everybody going, let's go out to dinner and let's party. And you're just like, dude, I'm done.
To be honest, guys, like I've been doing a lot of conventions for the past 7 to 8 years, maybe 10. I'm kind of over it now. I don't think I could hang like how I used to. Like if I were to go to San Diego Comic-Con, I would probably pick the less busiest days. Probably like a Thursday, maybe a Friday, but I am not touching Saturday or Sunday on like a big convention. I think that's what I did last year with New York Comic Con. I went there for like a Thursday, and that was more than enough for me. I was like, I went in, I went out. I'm good. Like, but I mean, for Celebration, it's a little bit different because, mind you, it's they have like a big, huge convention center. So you have a lot more room, and it's just strictly Star Wars, right? So those are a little bit different. Like something like a MegaCon or even like Fan Expo, it's not just like Star Wars. There's so much more. There's like, WB.
Marvel. Well, you saw MegaCon this year. There was barely any Star Wars. That's why I canceled. It was like
yeah. But Sean's gonna join the 2% club.
In the ICCC.
Yeah, little Katie Sackhoff will be there Saturday.
Yeah.
She's actually doing her podcast from there Friday, I believe.
Oh, nice. Nice. Wait,
Sean
maybe you guys could. Yeah.
Maybe I'll change my last name. I am Sean Sackhoff.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably sneak in that.
I gotta go for
Oh, Lord. You get a magnifying glass?
Wouldn't be the first time we put a camera in a pillowcase.
I was gonna say who's gonna wear those shirts? Anthony, are you wearing the 2% shirt?
No, I didn't know. I didn't even get one. No.
He didn't get one.
Fail.
Anthony's got one.
But I got one for him.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Is it cut off? Is it cut off shirt?
No, you don't want that.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
I laugh because I visualize myself that. Oh,
sleeveless too.
Yeah.
They'll be like, dude, that's a cool Chewbacca cosplay you got on. All that hair be popping out your back.
I think Bo-Katan helmet, and then like like a Bo-Katan helmet, and then like just have like 2%.
Oh my god!
Oh Lord!
Oh my god!
Have 2% shaved in your chest hair and a bow.
Oh my gosh! Those I could see those security guys immediately like tackling.
Dude, I wouldn't make it in the front door.
I bet you almost everybody there would not even get it, and then it would be like when you walk up, if she reads your shirt, that's when she's going to be like.
Oh, well, see, how's she gonna react though?
Huh?
I just want to know: is she gonna laugh or is she gonna be like?
Listen, in my mind, she said it. She was
Sean's a decent-looking guy, like
lighthearted about it.
No Diddy. He's a decent-looking guy. I think when she sees it with that silver, silverback gorilla beard, like she's gonna be like, you know what? My husband's not here. Dude, we're doing this.
Deborah Ann Wall's not here.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Oh my goodness.
Like Sean, have you ever heard of the sack off?
Yeah.
It hangs down near my knees now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
All right. Well, I don't know if you shared the news, guys, but I in terms of I think in about a month, in June 11th, I'll set up the stream. But we are gonna get Ant from PCS joining us.
Oh yeah.
And I can't divulge on the, I guess the timing of him coming on, because let's just say he's got a lot of good stuff to bring with him to reveal to everybody. So, definitely mark that on your calendars. I'll set up the stream so everyone can, get an idea when and where and what time it's going to happen. So, looking forward to having Ant from PCS joining us and pretty much talking about what they got in store for Star Wars fans in the PCS world. To me, I in my honest opinion, I think they've been killing it.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that not only that, they really look out for the fans, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I mentioned it earlier this week. The website went down for, I think, I don't know, for a day. I think I'm not even sure, for a day or a couple of hours, but I think for a certain amount of time you could actually go purchase something and you get immediately 5% off. I guess because of everyone's troubles trying to log into the website. So that's really cool of them. I think the Emperor Palpatine is dropping tomorrow, which is the it's not the Emperor Palpatine on the throne, but it's the
1/3
museum pose. Yeah, the 1/3 museum pose, silicone portrait, and things like that. So pretty cool. Jeff, have you been looking into some of the PCS stuff that they've been releasing? Have you?
I have. I was close. I was close a couple times on that. I think it's PCS does the Vader thing, right? The helmet with the.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's been pretty close a couple times. So I'm like, I just don't know where I'm going to put it. That's all.
Jeff, you know how many times you've told me that? And I look in your background, you have a life-size Gamorrean guard. You have an ion cannon that could barely fit in your garage. Jeff's like, I got no room for that.
No room. I gotta squeeze every inch of the room.
You got a 1-to-1 ion cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might as well be. It's freaking huge.
Dude, you know what would be awesome? Is like, do you remember those great big old satellite dishes?
Yeah.
That people would have in their backyard? If you had a satellite dish, like if you had DirecTV, and it was like an ion cannon, that would be
that would be sick.
That'd be so badass.
Yeah. Well, here's the 1/3 scale Emperor Palpatine that's going to be released tomorrow. So
yeah, it says hyper real now. Is that silicone?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, I would think so. Now, do we know if the robe is sculpted or is it cloth?
I think it's cloth.
Okay.
Looks like it.
Yeah. So, fabric. So, they're doing, hey, listen, it's one of those things. Yeah, it might be a little big, but we have options here, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that they're actually like tagging characters that we never usually see before, right? Like we're getting
that and then the Vader bust. Look at this thing.
Yeah, I mean,
this is like that. I like this is so different.
Yes, it's out of control, is what it is.
It's insane.
Yeah, he took some steroids that day. Damn.
Yeah, I definitely need this. Yeah, definitely need this in collection. But speaking of like statues and stuff, by the way, that's one of our announcements. May the 4th. May the 4th be with everyone.
Yeah.
How was everyone's May the 4th? Jeff, we'll start off with our guest tonight.
Yeah, I didn't go too crazy this May 4th. I mean, again, it's space, right? But like everybody else, I was like chasing that mouse droid as soon as they announced it. So so me and Sean got our mouse droids today, and the thing is freaking amazing. It's like,
oh my gosh, I just got mine, and it's ginormous. The box is ginormous.
Do you see it, PJ, behind me?
Holy shoot!
Yeah, and it hauls ass.
It's
like
so
from an RC.
It's fun, right?
It is.
You take it out
so
on the
much
road?
fun.
Dude, I took it out. Yeah,
it's raining.
I took it out. I took it out in the driveway, and we were like, and it goes. So I've been doing that through the house for the last 4 hours. I know the wife is crazy because it's Star Wars, dude. It's so
yeah,
crazy.
man. I mean, like it's always in like the anywhere there's like an Imperial like fortress or Death Star. You always see the mouse droid. So
you can't beat the price too. It was $99. Like, come on.
Well, the mouse,
life size.
Yes,
can't beat it.
Yeah.
And remote control with sounds and lights. I mean,
and it's rechargeable battery. The mouse droid itself is recharge.
Yeah.
So
the remote's got little AAAs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for the price.
Yeah. Any other pickups?
I did. Oh, here I was showing Sean and the. Look at I got. Hold on, I take myself off camera first. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, you got to get the full effect.
Yeah, you're gonna love this one, PJ.
If it's not a Jar Jar, dude, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
Cool.
I like it, man.
Where did you get that at?
I think
off the store, off the Disney store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I got this hat.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I got a Tauntaun or the Hoth baseball jersey.
Oh, nice, man.
You got the matching jock strap too, right?
Yeah, and the matching jock strap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. The bit for the mouth. Yeah, I got all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's no bit.
Yeah. No, but I didn't go too nutty. I mean, I liked everything Hoth this year from May the 4th. Like I liked the mug, the Hoth mug. That was
Dude,
really
Hoth
cool.
anytime. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that stuff. So
okay,
but yeah,
cool.
that was my pickups. Yeah.
Congrats, man. How about you, Anthony? Any May the 4th?
Nah, I was out of town, so I didn't really get a chance to go get anything. Really wasn't anything that I was like super interested in. The mouse droid would have been cool, but I was out of town. That just wasn't even going to be possible to be sitting there waiting on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that queue system though. It's weird because Jeff, didn't you say you got in the queue like 30 minutes early? And I literally jumped on like 5 minutes, maybe less than that before it started up. And then I was like 8,000 and something. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm getting it. And
well, 30 minutes before, I'm like, oh, I'll just come down and like check and see. And like I checked and it was in the queue. And then J2SO wanted the Hera Syndulla, that little stack of blocks or whatever.
Yeah.
He wanted that, and I had that and the mouse droid in my cart. But the interesting thing is the mouse droid was 1 per person. And then that Hera Syndulla thing was 2 per person. And I was like, and it wouldn't let me check out. The mouse was just bouncing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell?
So in the queue, it always says like, okay, you have 10 minutes to shop and then we kick you out. So do you think they just take a batch full of people, let you go shop for 10 minutes, kick them out, do another batch? Because I'm thinking there's no way that mouse droid, they made 9,000 of them, let's say. Because I was in line for 9,000.
Yeah. Well, maybe there was other people that was trying to get other like.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but the mouse droid's kind of the popular thing right now. It's talk of the town.
Well, you want to know what number I was in the queue? I was 28,000.
Really? See that? I think they probably ration it per group. Like, okay, we're gonna sell X amount this group, X amount this group, because they would sell out so fast, or they would have to make so many of them because they shipped it like next day. Like we got it today, bought it Sunday, we got it Wednesday.
Yeah, but see the thing, it's not a limited edition size, so. Even if they sell out, they're gonna make more.
Oh, they're making more, hands down. Like that 3PO head. Like
I mean, look at that 3PO head. And so, but yeah.
I just think people need to be prepared of it is. I posted a picture. It was like I had the popcorn bucket, and then I know they came out with another radio controlled mouse droid, which was a little bigger than the popcorn bucket, but this thing's huge. I mean, this thing's like
it's a beast.
Gigantic.
Yeah.
So if you're getting it, be prepared. So.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Sean? How was your May the 4th?
It was good. I got the mouse droid. That's really that's all I kind of had my heart set on.
Okay.
I set my alarm like, all right, make sure you go upstairs and log in or whatever. And then I log in and I see like I'm 8,000 something. I'm like, man, there's no way. I was completely shocked that I got it, because shortly after I got it, not a few minutes, J2SO was like, dude, I couldn't get it. It sold out. I'm like,
that's so weird, because I was like 20,000 and like I was able to get it. And actually, to be honest, I was in the same boat as you. I was like, oh, well, next year. And then next year, I'm like, oh, shit.
It's not even next year. Like, give it 3 months. By the summer, it's going to be all over the parks.
Yeah, it's gonna be all. They know that thing sells. So
yeah, either you hate money, because even at $100 a pop, and you sell, so like they're gonna make some money on that thing.
Yeah, they are.
I can't believe it was only $100. That was my thing. I'm like,
shocking,
nuts.
shocking.
Yeah, which is good, because all the other
it's great.
Expensive.
I know, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. So congrats, Sean, on your
thank you.
May the 4th pickups. As for me, I did get the mouse droid, which just came in today. I did pick up some of these. This was on Revenge of the 6th. I don't know why I needed these, but I needed these.
They glow in the dark.
They do? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got the mug because, again, I'm a big Revenge of the Sith fanatic. I got the little tumbler and the T-shirt. I don't know where that T-shirt is, but I was able to get the T-shirt. I was tempted to get this one, the Vader Pyre helmet, and for $250, I think it's a steal compared to the EFX one, which is $1,1700. Yeah, granted, that was more accurate, but honestly, if you just
for
want
$250,
to display in your thing, I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm surprised this Jedi Temple Guard mask got sold out pretty quickly.
That's pretty cool, though. Like, that's something you could have downstairs as decoration, and people really wouldn't know if that was Star Wars.
Yeah, they're gonna think you're probably like an Eyes Wide Shut or something. I'm just kidding.
Hey, is that a bad?
Is that a party?
Is that a bad thing?
It's like you come out in a robe in that mask. You're like, what the hell's going on here? Tom Cruise, is that you? But yeah, what else did I pick up? I will. Let me just pull it up. I mean, how fitting, guys. How fitting.
I already know what
that
it is.
My last hot toy, my very, very last hot toy ever, is Jar Jar Binks. What a way to end my Hot Toys journey, Hot Toys collecting journey. Weeesah back.
I didn't want this one because it doesn't ship with the poo.
Oh, come on. Come on, guys. I mean, someone mentioned this, like, oh, I could buy like 50 of these and create a Gungan army, a Jar Jar Gungan army.
No. Joel said he wanted to buy this just for the Bumba.
Oh come on. Should have. But hey, listen. Okay, whether you like Jar Jar or not, this is a good looking figure.
It is good. It is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. It looks like it's out of the movie. And plus now they got the tongue that's magnetic. You got silicone seamless arms, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the one thing you probably have to worry about is it if you were to pose it, it might crack over time. So
well, you're not going to pose him with his hand cracked on the back of his back. I mean, that thing's going to split like crazy.
Yeah, so
it looks good.
Yeah, it's hard to mess up an alien, because you're not going to critique it like you are a human head sculpt.
Yeah,
like, I mean that's Jar Jar. Like, there's no mistaking it. It's like,
if they messed up on Jar Jar, then I give up on.
Yeah, it comes out looking like Boss Nass. You're like, oh, wrong one,
wrong guy.
Yeah, no, but again, I've always wanted a Jar Jar Hot Toys figure, and now we're getting it.
You got it.
Pretty cool.
So did you buy 2?
Oh, I bought like 50. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, you know what? I get it. It's for in this day and age, right? Like $285. That's how much this Jar Jar costs. People are saying, "Oh, it's not bad." It is technically bad.
They're all bad when they're over $250.
Yeah, I'm like, this figure doesn't come with anything.
No, that's the thing. You don't get anything.
Yeah, it's just okay, cool. Yeah. So, But this one, I'm kind of on the fence on, and I will most likely pick it up, but it comes with obviously a steep price, and I want to pick Jeff's brain on it, like this piece right here.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, what's your thoughts, man?
So I was definite like, yeah, man. Me and Sean talked about this earlier in the week too. I was definitely yes as well to get this, and then the price came out, and then I'm like, it's one of those things you've been back and forth this week. I think it's great. I think the statue is great. The one that was really good, the video that was really good that will change your mind on this statue from a price perspective is Savage's video.
Yeah, well, I watched that, and that inched me a lot closer to picking this up.
It will. I told Sean not to watch it because I'm like, you're gonna buy it.
I watched it.
I mean, the things that they did, for this piece to make it like super accurate as possible.
And the sculpt.
They just go into a lot of detail, Anthony, like how he sourced the fabric to make it more realistic, how they worked on the basically how to like counterlever the thing, and I don't know. It just makes you feel a little better about the price. It's still freaking high for this statue.
It's humongous though. It's like 30 inches tall. I think 22 inches wide. Like it's big. Because you think that's a quarter scale statue of Luke. I mean, that thing's humongous.
Yeah, so I'm sure. Listen, Sideshow wants to make money, right? And I'm sure they did their best to really price it reasonable. Because I've heard so many things in the past, like, oh my gosh, that Rancor is $1,200. Who the hell wants to pay that much for a Rancor? Then it sells out. Yeah. Then people want to buy it, right? They want to buy it for like $2,000, right? Regal Robot Rancor, I saw in the group today, right? I don't know if you guys saw that. People were like, "Can you reissue it?"
Yeah.
And it's like at the time when it got released, people were like, $3,000? What the F? And then it sells out.
I was the same way. And then now I'm like, I should have got it.
I won't buy Sideshow. I won't buy Sideshow until they announce what the number is.
That's a great a strategy. Honestly, So one thing I noticed too is that once they start announcing the edition size, people go crazy and they start pre-ordering it, right? Because they know, oh my gosh, only look at that Mace Windu now, right? It was like, I think 500 edition size. I think it's almost sold out, if not sold out by now. So yeah, it all depends on you as a collector. Do you really want this in your collection? And if so, would it be a piece that you will never sell just because it takes up a lot of room, it's pricey,
well, think about this.
Yeah.
Well, so think about this. If you take, and I told Sean about this earlier this week too, is like if you take the XM Studio Luke, where he's looking at the AT-AT, which that's fantastic. It's actually the best statue ever.
Yeah.
And then you take this, right? So then you have a New Hope Empire, and then you buy the Blitzway, right? Jedi for Return of the Jedi. You've got the trifecta for as far as the best statues of Luke.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. It was interesting to hear them talk. That was the other part too. It was interesting to hear O'Malley counterlever this thing, like where it's not just the gas tube coming out of it. They do some funky thing with the ladder and his leg.
Yeah, they run up. They attach where his hand is, where his foot is, and then I think they run a rod through his left leg as well. So but then they had to find the perfect balance points for it and all this. Like the Savage video is very interesting to watch.
And the thing too is that Sideshow's done this numerous of times, right? With some of the X-Men statues, Rogue, and all these pieces. They really give you that dynamic pose, and I have faith in them that this will be an epic piece, and it's going to be an epic piece in your collection, right?
Statement piece. Someone walks in your room, and you're going to be like, "Holy crap, that's freaking crazy!"
What was the price of the Rogue statue?
The Rogue.
Which one?
That was around like $700.
All right, that's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like how many years ago? And there's no XM. I mean, there's no X-wing attached to Rogue. It's just one piece.
Yeah, but the whole engineering aspect of it, like,
that's
how much is this?
1,600.
1,600. That's before ship.
Yeah. So double the price. Granted, when did the Rogue One come out? 6 years ago.
Yeah, but that's a smaller piece compared to this.
Is it a quarter scale?
Yeah, but Rogue is not climbing an X-wing.
No, I didn't
it's
say
just
she was.
it's just
the same principle that they've done crafty engineering to support part of the statue, you know, and the price on the Rogue One wasn't through the roof.
Yeah, but
at the time it was, you know.
Was that not like an average price for a premium format?
Average price for a premium format back then was like 400, 450.
Yeah, and now it's 800. Well, look at the average price of Hot Toys, and now look at them. Like everything's going up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I mean, like I said, but again, look at their Rancor. That was $1,200, and then people were like, "Oh, it's just made out of plastic, blah blah blah," or it's hollow inside. That was the number one complaint. Oh, it's hollow inside. Why is it worth this much? But then it sells out, and then immediately people are paying $2,000 for it. So it's all relative. Like if you know, if this is something that you want in your collection, right? This will sell out, guaranteed.
Oh, I don't doubt it will.
You know, it will sell out. Again, it just all depends. Like, if you feel like, hey, you know what, this doesn't fit my collection, then obviously don't pick it up. But if you feel like, shoot, I love this piece. This is a great looking piece. I mean, I love Luke. It checks all those boxes. I mean, definitely.
I'll be interested to see what the final product looks like.
Yeah. CC3PO said the statue's still bigger, but the Boba Fett premium format it was $780 before shipping.
Yeah.
So
it still scares me a little bit because of the floating aspects of it, right? They still had a clear rod during the display, right? Because they're like, oh, we're still kind of tweaking it, so that still scares me. The reason it scares me is I forget who made it, but it was that PJ. You may remember it. It's like that maul on his blood fin.
Yeah,
where he was jumping.
Studios,
yeah.
No, not the jumping one. There was another one that was like, it was on a black base, and it had his blood fin, and it was him with a pair of binoculars.
Oh, that's Iron Studios, right?
Yeah, and it had that same kind of engineering where it was cantilevered with the maul, so it looked like the blood fin was floating.
Yeah,
that thing leaned like a son of a bitch. It was like. Because it was so heavy that it was leaning, and that's years ago now, so I'm hoping that they've got it figured out. But that's one of the things that kind of scares me a tiny bit with it too. $1,600, and if that thing starts to lean,
well, that and then $1,600, and what if you get the old bait and switch on the sculpt? If they like they did the Christopher Reeve Superman, like they showed it, and then what came out was not even close.
So obviously, we know this, that there's a good factory and a bad factory, right?
Oh yeah.
So, I'm assuming that for the price point, they're sending this to the good factory. Like they cannot take a chance on like people returning this piece or not even buying it if the portrait looks like crap.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at this. This portrait looks pretty good.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I would have more faith in the engineering aspect of it than I would the final head sculpt.
Well, yeah.
Just judging on their previous
the track record.
They've had a good track record with engineering pieces that float.
Yeah.
They've had a bad track record with
portraits. You're absolutely
doing
right.
The portraits, showing you a fantastic one, and then when the final product comes out, you're just like, oh, dude, what happened?
Yeah, but I think for the price point, they can take a risk of it going to the bad factory and hoping that
they took a risk with the Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, but that Christopher Reeve wasn't that much money.
Everybody wanted it.
I know.
This thing's gonna be pricey to ship too. This thing's gonna be like,
it's gonna be a monster.
Yeah,
Bonko. I mean,
what's crazy?
This will probably be 2 boxes.
Possible.
Yeah,
or
2 boxes.
One giant one. It'll be as big as the FedEx truck. It's like
$300 ship.
Yeah.
Like we've all been in this long enough to like, all right, there is a track record, whether it's good or bad. And these companies deserve to be judged on their track record. Now, if they knock it out of the park, hell yeah, that's awesome. Glad you did it. But like I would be far more like worried about the final head sculpt versus the hanging aspect of it. Because there's been other ones that they've done other than the Rogue. I can't think of, but there's been some other ones where there was like part of it was floating.
Well, they just did the Rex, right?
Yeah,
that's another one. But I think there was another superhero one, and I just can't remember which one it was. But I remember seeing another superhero one. Oh, it's the Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
Well, everything Sideshow's doing right now is floating. Like it's everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they've. I have complete faith that that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
The one thing too is that what I'm impressed with is that they're giving us pretty much basically the characters that we want. And it's not like, oh, here comes another Darth Vader. Oh, here comes another Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Here comes another Boba Fett. Like how many Boba Fett? And I did talk to a Sideshow rep at San Diego Comic-Con once, and he's like, well, that sells. And then whenever we put out something that like a tertiary character, no one buys it. He goes like, how are we supposed to go to the factories and say, hey, make 50 of these because that's how much we had pre-ordered?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, well, we're gonna charge you $1,000 per piece. We're gonna charge you $1,000 for each one. So
and we've talked about that before with different stuff. Like, why do they keep doing Maul and and Vader? It's because everybody always buys it, and then they do something kind of like a little bit off, and then like nobody really gets it. So it's like, well, why should we do these? Keep making stuff people want.
Yeah.
Here we go. Like here's a good example. Mace Windu, right? People are like, I want a mace. Then they give you a mace and an edition size of 500. It's like, okay, where was all these people? Like,
that should have sold out very quickly.
It's like, come on, you guys are like asking for it. Then you don't.
Yeah, if I didn't already have this one, I would have probably bought the mace.
Yeah,
I had that in the cart a couple of times, and then, like I said, I wanted to get that ad.
I think they nailed it. Like,
dude, it looks badass.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah,
and I will say this: the
mace is awesome.
Oh, you have it?
Oh yeah, the mace is fantastic.
Yeah, that Luke, like right now, the head sculpt, like that's not an easy one to do. We all know that, and it looks like they have really done a good job on it.
Yeah,
I would not pre-order it. No way in hell I would pre-order it.
I would say if you're on the fence, wait till the edition size gets announced and then go from there.
Yeah, this is not like it's selling out tomorrow.
I mean, they're still taking pre-orders. So it's one of those where
there's the mace.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I was looking at the screen.
Yeah.
I think it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you have the other one?
No, I just have this one.
Okay.
Yeah. But
same thing. I flipped it. Anthony. I was like, well, I'm not going to get the other one. I'll get this one. And
yeah. And the thing too is that like, again, it's just one of those where it all depends on how much you want it in your collection.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're still on the fence, just wait till it gets announced. The edition size gets announced. But once they announce the edition size, I got to jump on it. Right. Just because if 200 people pre-ordered that statue, they're only going to make 200 more for just, for the comic book shops, for all those online retailers and some extra ones to sell on the website. So definitely jump on it when it does.
If it was me though, I'd wait till the absolute last moment.
Yeah, for sure.
And I
want to see the edition.
I want to see what the final product looks like.
Yeah. I mean, again, Sideshow, they have pretty good customer service. If you don't want it, you can say, hey, listen, it's false advertising. I wanted this because of this. It looks different. I want my NRD back, so I'm sure they'll give it back to you. So here is another surprise reveal, which is the Wicket.
The Wicket's bad.
1, 2, 3, gonna come with the Wicket.
Bad meaning good or bad meaning bad?
No, I
think it was awesome.
like we were talking about. I like the opportunity that they're giving us something different. I just like sculpted fur on the statue is just, and you don't like Wicket. That's a mythos Wicket. Like it's like
angry Wicket.
He wasn't angry in the movie. Like
it's because he's getting ready to fire roast a stormtrooper head for dinner.
Yeah,
I just don't think it looks very good. Like it's.
Really?
And if you look at the helmet on the biker scout, it's off scale.
Yeah.
Like it bugs me. Like look at the scale of that.
It should be a little bigger, you thinking?
I think it should be smaller.
Smaller. Yeah. You think I mean that helmet's bigger than his belly.
Right.
Or at least
but it looks like it would probably barely go over his head.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't you think it should be bigger than his head?
Yeah. He got a big head.
Yeah, I guess so. It just looks, it's weird. Maybe it's perception, right? Because it's up front.
Could be. Yep.
I just don't like the way the fur is done on it. Like, and I know some other groups have been talking about it too, but like the Atticus Wicket and the Atticus way that they used to do fur is like crazy.
I haven't seen that.
Imagine if this was punched.
Yeah.
Like
it would be expensive.
It would be but it would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks cool from a distance. I like it at this distance.
Yeah. I think it looks pretty good.
I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's not the cute, Ewok that we saw on Return, but
but I like the cannibalistic.
Small.
Me too.
I like the cannibalistic.
Yeah, I like the angle.
Fine, you guys.
There you go. Damn it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's small footprint too. So
Yeah.
And she's 5'9", so it's not that tall.
Wait. How do you know that?
Because she keeps telling everyone her height
every single time.
She lets everyone know.
For reference, I'm 5'9". And I just want to let you know, this is a really big statue, and I'm 5'9".
Yeah, I'm a
Sagittarius. We get it. You're 5'9".
You want to smell this? You want to smell this?
Yeah.
Chloroform.
She can get the chloroform.
Yeah, but you got to
have no problem with the chloroform.
Oh, God.
Sean, the Celtics just dropped game 2.
Oh, dude.
Oh, they lost?
Yeah, they were up again by like 15 points tonight.
Dude, what's going on with our boys?
Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna hear it tomorrow at work.
Lost by 1 point.
Well, so did we because we're idiots.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the Thrawn. Oh shoot, of course, money.
Oh, I got junk.
I got junk.
Out yet?
I know, like this Thrawn is amazing.
Is it out yet?
It's badass.
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is cool.
Ooh, I like tearing it with that print.
I just don't like. I don't like this portrait though.
No.
Not
Like
at all.
I'll display the.
I'll pay $20 extra if they keep that other head sculpt.
Oh my gosh!
You pay them to keep the sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah. The print is awesome.
Dude, the print paired with that is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it.
Here's the mythos line, which I will not talk about. Freaking bastards. Freaking bastards, man.
Yeah. Sore subject there.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, seriously, like they do great pieces, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the hell did you guys do that for?
It's massive. Look at this thing.
Yeah, because she's 5'9".
She's 5'9" and 3/4.
Yeah. But
I do have
by the
that
way,
Kenobi Mythos is shipping for me this week.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So
this
by
is
the way,
awesome.
This is awesome.
These are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is what I like. They're going back to if you've seen Sideshow's track record from
you ought to get at least one of these for your.
I mean, yeah. By the way, they reissued or re-released the Jabba the Hutt.
Did they?
Again. Yeah. So it's like $1,000.
We paid $8.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Right? We paid
I paid around like.
Did they fix the seam? They fixed the seam.
I don't think they fixed anything. It's just
Probably
the
same thing.
The same thing. Just because it was sold out before they reissued it. So
like I was thinking about Weeesah.
Oh, look at that bib. Look at that. Wait, Sean, do you have a bib?
Yeah. But it's
How's that bib compared to this bib?
This is way better. Don't get me wrong, but if it's going to cost me an extra $300, I'm 100% fine with that bib.
What happens if it's 200?
I'd buy it aftermarket for less.
What it looks like from the pictures, at least, the old Sideshow one is very glossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that does not. It looks more matte, like the way it could be.
Yeah.
But I agree with Sean.
It's close enough.
There's no way in hell that I would buy another one.
Now the Weeesah I'm interested in. Maybe I know he's on the sail barge, but like I think he would just look cool on that diorama back there, just kind of
so awesome.
Dude, that would be awesome,
dude,
man.
You could put him in the sail barge you have with Luke.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but it might get crowded. But no, I'm interested in the Weeesah, and I'm actually the Greedo appeals to me because I don't have anything Greedo, and it's the coloring of the suit, and it's Greedo. But I'm like, where am I going to put Greedo? Like,
these are amazing.
Weeesah would flow nicely with that diorama. Mm-hmm. I actually put the R5 droid, R5D4, on that diorama. I know he doesn't go in there, but it's like I didn't want to get rid of him, and I don't have a sand trooper or anything their jaw was to pair him with, so I just stuck it up there. It looks good.
Dude, but I'm gonna get Squid Head and Weeesah. So
Squid Head looks good.
Are they 300 each? Is that?
I hope not. They're Sideshow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look. Let's take a gander.
That was cool too.
Let's see what we got.
Woof.
They named them different stuff too than what I thought they were.
Vizam.
That guy's
Latu.
Spaghetti. Tessic. And obviously bib. Yeah, I will want that bib though. That looks cool.
Like,
hey, listen, but yeah.
I was gonna say he'd have to be substantially like he is better. Don't get me wrong, but like he would have to be so over the top for me to spend that money because I could take that money and buy a figure that I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the Weeesah.
Yeah, but you know what? Can I tell you? I mean, we're getting characters that we don't usually get.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fantastic.
I give them credit. I gotta give them credit. They're doing awesome. Like,
when I saw that, I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah,
like some of them people that have some of the dioramas for the Cantina, like that'd be freaking awesome to get some of them and have them in there.
By the way, this is the New Hope Blitzway, and looking at, I think that is rooted here, my friends.
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
So who's with me?
Me.
When is this going to be announced?
I will get Alec Guinness.
I'm pretty sure soon. I mean, they're already teasing it, so I'm assuming pretty soon.
Because I was going to get the Mythos Obi-Wan.
Oh, I would wait.
I would wait.
I would wait.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to come down to like, what's the price?
Yeah. Honestly, Blitzway is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do sculpted, it's probably going to be around 600, right? 650, 600 to 700. Because how much is that Anakin, Sean?
He was like 600.
Yeah,
quarter scale Anakin, $600. Like
sold.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
and it's an action statue.
Yeah, you can move.
I don't even know what that means, but
you move the arms.
Yeah,
right?
It's like
move the arms.
Action statue. That's like okay. I thought statues weren't supposed to be moving, but anyway, Jeff, what's your thoughts, man?
I like it. I would get. If it's in the 600-700 range, I'd get it.
Yeah,
even though I have the Mythos coming.
Sculpted hair. Now, what about if it's rooted hair?
What's the cost?
It's going to be probably like 15.
Yeah, see, I would stick with this 600 or 700 sculpted.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, they don't have those figures up for sale. Yeah. I'm looking for the Weeesah.
I pair it with the Mythos that I'm getting. I'll put them together. Yeah. So put an Alec Guinness signature in between them. Done.
Nice. Yeah, but the thing too is that like again, it's such a great time to be a collector right now. I mean, it's a little expensive, but man, they're doing some great things, man. I mean, if you think about it, Blitzway has the license to do these action statues right? So what's next? Right? We could get a Han, we could get a Leia, we could hopefully maybe a Chewbacca, and then you could complete like your New Hope collection with all these statues, right?
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
dude, a Chewbacca rooted. I mean, it's going to be expensive, but that thing would probably look amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody's overseas going.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Well, that's why they have the little hands.
Oh my goodness. But see, here's the thing too, is that like, you know, I was kind of like, I guess like watching this article, right? Or watching this article. I was watching this news segment on about toys, right? Did you know that the toy industry made 4 point something billion last year?
I could believe it.
In sales.
Yeah.
And you know the majority of the people buying it are freaking adults.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. And you know, there's obviously Barbie collectors out there too. And I was watching this little
Hey, that was between you and I. Come on now. Telling secrets.
But I was seeing them how they made the Barbie dolls. Like I mean, obviously the Barbie dolls, they have rooted hair. And you can see they're just plopping them on, and then people are like brushing them out. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, is it really? Do you really think that someone's really there, like hand punching it one by one, or do you think they're just advertising it like that, and they have like a machine that does it? Because Barbie dolls have been known to have that type of hair.
Yeah, but I would say it's not. It's different. It's not styled. It's almost like it's just a machine plumps a bunch of them in there, and then, you know, it's up to you to make it look good. I don't think it's the exact same process.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but
because you remember Black Widow back then, one of the first Black Widows, it had rooted hair.
Yep.
So what's the difference between that Black Widow and the most current one, which is the artisan rooted hair one? That's $450.
Yeah, because I had the Wonder Woman that had rooted hair.
Yeah,
there you go. So why is that so much? Why is it like if that Wonder Woman came out today, it would have been $450?
Yeah.
So
show
it's
me
like
money. That's it. It's all about the money.
I mean, is it different? Like I don't know. I'm not.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it last? Rooted hair? Is it gonna last?
Like Sean had the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it lasts.
How long did you have it?
What, a year? Year and a half?
Yeah, longer than that.
You think? Yeah, time flies.
Can I tell you, like
2 years max? Yeah.
I mean, as cool as it is that it's rooted hair on like these figures, I'm gonna tell you, when I had the Black Widow, and then you know, obviously it didn't come styled, you had to style it yourself. Dude, I felt so freaking weird.
Creepy? Yeah, that's weird. Dude.
Like getting that little like comb that they give you and you're like brushing it out. Like it's like I literally like had to stop myself and said, "What am I doing?" I put that Black Widow and then like my wife walks in and I'm like,
"Oh yeah, see that."
Okay. And then you're like,
"What are you doing?"
Can you imagine, like, let's just say I did not do that in front of my kids. I did it. I locked the door and started brushing that. Yeah. But to me, I mean, just me. Maybe people, you know, they're okay with it, but I just like was like, okay.
That's what I felt like when Joel. That's what I felt like when Joel was like, "Hey, I got this great like Slave One. You can go and get it on eBay and stuff." And he comes in and you're like, "You got to put all the clothes on it," and you're like, "You got to shut the door and like make sure nobody's around because it's like you got to." Try and get those boots on and shit.
I know.
This is creepy. I'm like playing with the baby doll.
I know. I just couldn't I couldn't do it anymore. So yeah. It just makes me wonder, right, with some of these rooted hair stuff, like why does it cost so much more? Like why is it a sculpted Obi-Wan Kenobi could cost, or sculpted Anakin, $600 or $700, and then an artist was that the Black Label one costs like $1,500. Like that's such a huge, significant amount more.
Who does the rooted hair where it actually is like where they were doing the Gandalf and the whatever, and it comes in the little tube? It's already like sculpted. It's already like pre-done the hair. It's all style, but it comes in like a tube, and it's all like
in art. Yeah, there's in art.
Yeah,
but
in art.
The Hot Toys Artisans ones, they come like that now too. When it comes to a
right.
little, but then like I've seen people like they open it up, it still looks messy, and you're like, they still have to style it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, good, but I don't know.
If you live in Florida like J2SO, it's going to be all frizzed out. It's going to be like,
yeah. I mean, but I mean, it's cool things, man. I mean, good things for us, right? A lot of good like products being released. You know, we're getting Hot Toys Jar Jar, you know, things like that. So, yeah, it's
Did you
good
say
stuff.
Hot Toys Jar Jar? Cool things.
I thought you said good things.
I thought he said in the same sentence, like cool or good things. Jar Jar.
Like,
what was that?
He's like, did you put your feet on the couch? No, I didn't put my feet on the couch.
Hell yeah!
I put my feet on the couch.
Hell yeah! Order Jar Jar Binks. Order 3 of them. Cool.
I'm put Jar Jar with Jabba.
We love you,
Big
DJ.
squeeze
Oh, jeez. I know he's getting it.
Big squeeze me.
Oh, it's tough.
Come on.
It needs to have a squeaky in it. Squeaky.
I bought this thing.
Did you?
You know, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, J2's gotta have it too.
Oh, come on, guys. Jeff, come on. We could be Jar Jar brothers here, man.
Oh lordy.
No, I'm not buying that.
Come on, can you imagine if me and J2 walking in the Galaxy's Edge with this?
I wouldn't say walking. I would say like
running,
prancing, frolicking, pirouettes,
skipping.
Come on.
Yeah, skipping. Like I would use like those terms, not necessarily. Hey, could you just imagine us walking? No, I could imagine you frolicking through Disney,
skipping rope.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We can share a popcorn bucket.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, that is sick. Who made that?
Sick. Secret Labs. Secret freaking Labs.
How much is that?
The same. $800.
And what do you get? You get the desk.
And you could. It's a desk. And it goes up and down.
Oh, so you
can raise it. Yeah, it's like one of those.
You get the chair with it too?
Oh, absolutely.
No. That's
the chair's like.
What is the glass
now
thing over there?
I don't know.
That's just for looks.
It looks like a speaker. I think it's a speaker.
That thing is badass.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about them, Anthony, is they do all magnetic stuff. So the mat is like a magnetic thing. The cable
the
management
whole top
is magnetic.
part is like a removable.
Anthony.
Yeah, it's a mat.
Do it,
dude. How that thing is badass.
It is cool.
It doesn't light up. That's his computer underneath it.
That's what I figured. Yeah, but
stick some lights under there.
DJ, you got like basic pictures of it without it being all like. Do it.
Let me see.
All macked out.
I love the diagram, the graphic.
Oh, dude,
it is cool.
Dude, y'all ever see that? There was like a desk that looked like a TIE fighter or something like that. Did you ever see that?
Yeah,
I saw that
one that Jeff has.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have that?
Yeah, that's what's on right now. So yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that thing was pretty sick.
I sent it away to get it powder coated. I powder coated it white, and then changed the top from glass top to a wood top that has like Starfield on it.
Okay.
Like I use like glitter and shit to make stars.
Are you trolling?
Look at that. Actually, it lights up.
No.
How wide is it?
I'm not sure. Dude. Fuck, dude.
I don't think it lights up. Does it?
It lights up?
I don't think it does. Did Evan buy this?
No, they're doing a sideshow thing on you.
You think so?
Maybe that back piece on the back. Maybe.
I don't think it lights up. I think that's it right there. That's all you get. It's still badass.
Yeah.
Secret
how
Lab,
wide is it?
It doesn't say. Let's see. Pro.
You can get the Pro XL. That's the large size.
Yeah, that's the Magnum.
World's first best in class constructed
right there. It's 27.6 wide and it's 59. So it's 59 wide and 27 and a half deep, basically.
How wide?
The integrated
how wide is it?
59 and some change. Yeah.
The integrated power thing is really cool though too, because the power strip is up top.
Yeah, I like that.
And then then you plug in from the leg.
Yeah,
it lights up.
That's cool.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty badass.
You said it's 59 wide, and how deep is it?
Like 27.5.
Yeah, because you could raise it, dude. It lights up, man.
Magnus,
dude.
No, it's pretty badass. I love the graphics.
Yeah, the graphics cool on the top of it. So.
These
and you can't swap out those mats. Like if they come out with new ones, you can come out with the mat will swap out.
I said the top part is a mat.
Yeah, it's like a mouse pad.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
it's like soft.
These a-holes did it.
Oh, yeah, that is cool.
So... It's nice.
It'll nice.
Fit. Very nice. Very nice.
I like it a lot.
It'll
like it. Yeah. Oh man.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. A little super cool. But yeah, man, there's it's a good time to be Star Wars fan.
I always love collectors though too, because how quick did Anthony pull out a measuring tape next to his desk?
It's right there. I love it.
He's like, oh, I got room for that.
By the way, they released a Poe. Really?
I don't even understand why. It looks fantastic.
It looks great, but
yeah,
8 years too late, buddy. 8 years too late.
Yeah.
I think
literally 8 years.
It's crazy.
The hype has died down, buddy.
No, 10.
Oh,
that
10
came out in 15.
Oh shoot. Damn. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
Crazy.
Did you guys any of you guys watch the ILM stuff?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I watched some of it. Honestly, the Ahmed Best stuff was really touching and nice that they allowed him to be part of it. That was really good. It's really good. You'll like it because you like Jar Jar. You'll like it.
Misa want to watch it.
But that was a good. There was a good. Yeah, there's like, I think there's 2 episodes where they really kind of focus on that and like how Jar Jar was created, and they do they allow Ahmad Best to come in and talk about it, and it was pretty bad. Like pretty bad for him. Like
I know.
But they allow him to talk through it, and like he was contemplating suicide and all this other stuff.
And it's crazy too.
That's
because
crazy.
Crazy is that it's not even his fault, and I don't understand why. Like Star Wars fans, I know we're passionate, but really, you have to take it out on the actor that was just doing his job.
So
he thought it was very innovative. He goes into it like he thought it was innovative, and he's like, "Man, I'm going to do this," and like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't, man? Like you're starring in the Star Wars movie. Right. And you're like, oh, I'm going to play this character. In your mindset, you're like, oh, cool. And then next, you're being ridiculed for playing this part that, Yeah. So it's a shame.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. How about Tales of the Underworld? Anybody watch that?
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I finished it. I did watch Andor.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I watched the first 3 episodes of Tales of the Underworld. Wait, Anthony, you said you didn't watch
it? But if you talk about it and you spoil it, I'm totally fine with it.
No, I'm not going to talk. I mean, I think I will probably save it for next week because I didn't watch the last 3 episodes. But and who watched the first 3?
I saw all of it. I saw all of it.
And Jeff,
I saw the Asajj parts.
Yeah, so the Asajj parts, obviously, it's cool because it ties in with the book. Remember, there's some questions, right, Anthony? Like about whoa. She's back in Bad Batch. How's that happen when?
Right.
They kind of explained that.
Okay. Well, that's
which is cool.
Tying that off. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're
as
like,
long as they,
oh,
as long
that
as
happened.
It makes sense, I'm fine with it.
Does it, Jeff?
Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense. They try to tie it off a little.
It was rushed.
It was rushed.
Well, granted, there's a 15-minute episode too.
Right.
Yeah, it was like.
Does the explanation make sense, or is it just like, all right, whatever?
It's like, all right, whatever. To me,
yeah.
Maybe to other people it might make sense, but I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, they added a little bit of a bridge there, but it's not like this drawn out. Like,
yeah,
you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they probably heard the fans of like, what the hell? I thought she was, in the books. And then next, she's showing up in Bad Batch with a blonde hairdo.
They're like, we'll fix it in the cartoons. We'll just make a new episode.
Yeah, and it was like Sean said, it was. Happened. Yeah, I still have to watch.
That didn't make any sense. Well, we'll just do an animated series.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We'll just fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to watch the Cad Bane. Honestly, I watched the first episode and I was falling asleep, man.
It got better.
It got better. I hope so because I'm and honestly, I literally watched Andor earlier today because I was watching the Tales of the Underworld last night. I watched the Asajj, and then towards the end, I started watching the Cad Bane. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I don't think I can watch Andor right now. I want to be really attentive when I watch Andor.
Well, even the guy, was it Long Bikes and the things like I enjoyed the Cad ones the most. It was a good tempo change after the Asajj ones.
Yeah, the Asajj ones were, I don't know. I wasn't too happy with it, but I mean, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying it was okay. I get it. More Star Wars content. Okay, so let's, talk the good stuff. And that is Andor season 2, episode 7 through 9.
And
let's go. And Andor?
Don't you ever say that again.
But yeah, guys, I'll just really quick before we get everyone's opinion. Holy shoot. Holy crap, man.
It is good.
Best
I love
Star Wars content in a long time. I was blown away with everything. This is what I expected when they announced Andor. This last 3 episodes is what I wanted from season 1. Obviously, it went a little bit different direction, which is totally fine. Just caught me off guard. This pacing and everything with the espionage and who's who and who's with you and who's not. Wow.
Dude, these were my favorite 3 episodes of season 2. The last 3 are. I absolutely loved them. And it's just going to get better. I mean, look, we're in the nitty gritty now. We're down to the last 3.
Before we go into review of each one, I hated Serial in the first season. That's season 1 for him. I was like, God, he's so dry.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And then this time you're like, now that season 2 is around, you're like, you kind of start to feel for him. The character build is a little, it's much better for him. Yeah. You're like, you start to love him, right? And you're like, oh shit. So I don't know. I was ready for him to die in the first episode of season 2, and now I'm like, oh man.
I had that feeling.
Well, you got a new Serial in this one.
Yeah. And I was wondering, I was like, maybe that was on purpose by the creator, Antonio Gilroy, or the writer. So, but yeah, let's start off with Jeff, our guest tonight. Dude, thoughts, man, review.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Sean. These 3 episodes were the season 2 knock out of the park thing. I do like the pace of it. I like this type of Star Wars where it's not just lightsabers. It shows that it can be a different type of story. I do like the cloak and dagger kind of aspect of it.
Yes.
I think the writing's really good on this. I think it was the first time where these episodes, without going to spoiler, but that last episode of this 3-part yesterday was oh my God, you have a little bit of tear, right? Because you're like, shit happens towards the end where you're just like, oh my God, wow, that's deep. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just good writing. I like it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. 1 to 10.
I give it a 9. So.
Yeah.
But,
all right, cool. How about you, Anthony?
I would say these 3 episodes. Well, I think the episode 9 was probably the best. I was a little bit kind of in and out of paying attention to it in the episode 7. Episode 8 got a little bit better. There's still a lot of things that just always seem to just draw me out in moments where they just kind of.
Which one?
You go into the office today. That drew me out. It's just I was watching a podcast and they were talking about some of the Star Wars stuff, how Disney just can't seem to get like the conversations, like the terminology, the words, how they don't seem to have the creativity to make things that don't look like what they should be. And then they were talking about other properties, how like sometimes you almost have to make up different words so that you don't feel like you're grounded on Earth. And it's like there's moments where it pulls me out when, like, going to the office, some of the things where they're talking about time, years, stuff like that. It always seems to, like, those are the little things that always bug me. And I know I'm probably in a minority on that kind of stuff. I will say this. Overall, the whole concept of the show, the premise of it is absolutely fantastic. I was laser focused in on episode 9. Everything about episode 9, I absolutely loved. If there was anything that pulled me out, all of the pacing, what was going on, the stuff in the Senate, the lead up to it, everybody, like, the cloak and dagger aspect of it, all of that was so fucking good that I didn't even notice if there was anything that drew me out of it.
Yeah, well, let me ask you, when in terms of drawing you out of it, like, is it just because it's a little bit more like they did a little bit more realistic to where it's like too like, so
it's like I wish I could, because like I watched it earlier tonight, but like there's times where, like, when they said going to the office, I made a mental note to say, because I know last time you've asked me, like, what is it? Sometimes it's like they don't have the creativity to, like, change wording, like things like that. It's almost like they're using dialogue that would be in a Jason Bourne movie. Like sometimes you have to like get it away from Earth as far as you possibly can. And there's a lot of things that you would put in a normal espionage movie, but you can't put it in a Star Wars movie because it just makes it too familiar. And it's like,
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out
it's like the cereal having all the meals, some of the things where it just seems too earthly.
No, yeah.
And
I think
on top of that,
Go ahead, Anthony. Sorry.
And it's like some of these things aren't necessary, and it's like because they don't understand the world they're working in, they're just making a script that is you could copy and paste it and put it into, I'm just going to say, a Jason Bourne movie, and it would be absolutely fantastic. But it's those little things that just kind of pull you out. And I would say, like, all the stuff in the Senate, like all the senators' costumes and stuff like that, banging, absolutely money, nailed it. But Sirio's costume, I couldn't stand it. It looks like Star Trek. It looks like Star Trek Next Generation to me, and it draws me out. It's little things like that. But episode 9, banger, absolute banger. All the stuff where they're the communications, they're bugging the room, making the mention of like when she basically calls out Palpatine for what he is. That dude is perfect casting, absolute perfect casting for like a Tarkin type of Imperial officer. Like, but that's where I'm saying, like,
I think Long Bike's in the chat. I think he kind of nails it for you there, Anthony, because he's like checking visas or Bale saying shit.
Yes. Stuff like that. The concierge at the hotel, little things like that. Calling it, we have a room. Like, I know that, like, it is a room, but like it starts becoming too much like a sci-fi movie, 2,000 years in the future, and not a Star Wars movie, and there's something about this group of people that really just bugged me, and it seemed like a World War II film, and it seemed like they were like Polish people fighting, and I
resistance.
Yeah, and I understand. I know that the Empire was a symbol for Nazi Germany and all that stuff, but it was almost a little too on the nose. But I did like the way they basically just massacred everybody. We all knew that was coming. And the only thing that I would say that I kind of didn't really care for in that last episode was like Bix leaving. It just seems so weird.
No, like, this is perfect. Which is why I want to bring this part up. So I think this lady is force sensitive or a Jedi, right?
Oh, she is force sensitive.
Yeah, I think she's a force sensitive, character, and she might have told Bix off screen that, hey, listen, we can't move on because of you.
Okay.
Right? Like, we need Andor. He is the key to all this, which we see in Rogue One, right? So that's why Bix leaves, because she knows that she's the one holding Andor back from doing what he has to do. Okay. Because at the end of the episode, he was ready to say, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he was out.
If that's the case, then that will make it not seem weird. But I just thought it seemed kind of weird that she was going to basically just like ditch out and then and join the rebellion when essentially he is in the rebellion.
Yeah. No, but like, she knew what she had to do, because I think she had that conversation with this force sensitive character.
That'd be a good reason for it.
And we kind of see her using force healing, right, in the show, which was pretty cool.
That is a good observation, PJ, because she does look like she comes across like very sad and like not like, so maybe she's thinking that.
Yeah.
I guess I could get with that.
Well, it could be a situation where she sees, she has a premonition, sees future, understands that he is intricate to get in the plans without him being in the rebellion.
Yeah.
And that would all make sense.
Well, she did say that, I haven't felt this in a long time, like when she touched him.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw something or felt something. She knows he's bigger than, he's a big part of this. And that's why she's like, oh, he's just a pilot. And she's thinking, no, he's not.
Yeah. That would be good.
Well, she knows he's going to die, too, because she's like, she's all mopey and sad.
Yeah, I think she saw that.
Yeah.
I think she might have saw that, and that's why.
That would be good.
So, yeah. So, all right. So, Anthony, 1 to 10.
I would give the last episode like a 9. Mm-hmm. And the other one's like I don't know. We'll just go 7, 8, 9. How about that? Because I thought the episodes got stronger as they went.
But okay, cool. Mm-hmm. And just wanted to kind of piggyback on your review, and that's totally fine, right? And I see Boudreaux says, when I'm reminded of this world, it takes me out of that world, which is which is totally fine. The thing too is, I think everyone has a different sandbox and different mindset and how they see Star Wars, right?
Could be,
and that's totally fine, right? I was in that mindset too, right, when I watched Andor season 1, but I had to kind of reset it and say, this is not what they're going for. This is a little bit more serious tone. They're trying to kind of give you the things that you don't regularly see in a movie, because obviously if they did all this in a movie, right, obviously it should be a TV show. So the whole thing of like, you kind of see like, oh, okay, that's how the ISB, we never heard of them before this show. They were probably working in the background when we're watching these movies, right? They're trying to connect all these things and can see how the rebellion was formed, because basically that's what I saw when I watched Rogue One, was like how the rebellion was formed. This one's a little bit more deep dive into all the things they had to do to get to where they were in Rogue One, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but again, the tone doesn't bother me. The adult nature of it doesn't bother me. It's the little things that make it feel like these people are on Earth. You know, it's sometimes it's the things they say. Like, I like the tone. I like the espionage part of it. I would actually like to have seen more of like what some of these Imperial officers. You know, let me say one more thing. So when Mothma's office was getting bugged, and there was the one guy that was, you know, his assignment was to listen in on the senators. I would really like to know, like, what is this guy? How does he view what he's doing? You know, how does he see the senators? You know, the guy that went and said, like, hey, the communication we had in the senator's office, you know, the listening device, it went out. And, you know, like, how does he view his job, what he's doing? How does he view these senators? Does, you know, like, how does he think that, like, what they're doing is good? And how does he view what the senators are doing bad?
Yeah, well, you know, and like those previous episodes, they were just showing you like the propaganda that Emperor Palpatine was trying to promote, right? Like they set up the whole Gorman massacre. They wanted to show that they were the terrorists. They're the ones that was, you know, causing all this chaos, and that's why they planted that sniper to shoot, you know, one of the riot police, or, you know, troopers. So they could start shooting everybody, right? So,
yeah, I get it, but I'm saying, how does that one person, the guy that basically was listening, how does he morally come to terms with it? I would like to see something like, I don't know, just a scene where it's like, you know, he reaffirms the propaganda that he has been pushed, or does he have a moral dilemma where he says, man, I don't know about this. This, like, we're cutting off communications. We're not allowing these people to talk. Or does he basically look at it like they shouldn't be able to talk?
I mean, look at look at Deidre. Look, she thought, she's like, we're going to come out of this like heroes.
Yeah.
So they're all, it's one of those where,
but the whole thing, like, even, you know, if you read some of the novels back then, there were people in the Empire that realized that, hey, things aren't the way that we thought they were. We are the bad guys. We don't want to be on this side. This isn't right. And then there were other people that were 100% bought in, loved what they were doing, and thought that they were making the galaxy a better place. I would like to see that dilemma play out some.
I think they kind of showed it with that driver. Remember? He was like, he's like, what am I doing?
And it looked like for a minute because Syria was having that moral dilemma.
Yeah, he was. Remember, he was like, I don't want to be part of this. That's why he walked away.
But then he saw, you know, his girl was getting ready to get sniped, and
but you know, because of course he loved her, but like he had that, he was like, wait, we're massacring everyone here? Like, I did not sign up for this. I thought I was
Deidre didn't look like she was like 100%. It was almost like, yeah, we're gonna have to do this. If we don't do it, somebody else is.
No, she was, of course. And then if you saw her in that episode 7, she was like, I don't know if I gotta do this. Like, this is the orders. Like, even she had trouble saying proceed as planned, right? She even had a hard time saying that. So it's one of those, right? Like, you don't know if you're doing the right thing until, you know, you realize it and it's too late, right? Where
well, I think, like, you could go back to, like, for instance, episode 2 and 3, where you have it's almost, I think Padme said it, and it was what if we are what if we have become what we were fighting against?
Yeah.
You know, and so, like, I like seeing that dilemma, like, where some of these people in the Empire are kind of like, maybe they get an opportunity to see something that wasn't propagandized to them, and so they have that moral dilemma. I would just, I mean, I guess my point would be, like, that one guy that was listening in, he probably looks at the people in the Senate as, treasonous. That's just how he looks at it. So
yeah, it's open to interpretation, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I agree. What your take on that is? I think that's what he saw. So yeah. All right, Sean. How about you, sir?
Sucks. I hate it. It's dumb.
Oh my goodness.
No, man, I love it. I mean, you just think these 3 episodes were so intense.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a serial that we've never seen. When he started choking deer, I was like, this dude actually got some balls.
I was like, get a room, guys. Get a room.
He was beating the shit out of Andor. Like he was, he was manhandling Andor.
Yeah,
that was great.
You know what's funny? He was like, Andor was like, who the hell are you?
Yeah, he's like, who are you, dude? Like, what did I do to you?
Yeah.
I mean, we got K2SO.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mon Mothma on her way to Yavin. Like, it was great. Like, I really,
kind of didn't understand,
really love it.
Like, why Bale couldn't go.
Oh, I think he's just worried about his position in the Senate, and I think
Princess Leia, right? He's got a family. Princess Leia is,
but he's
still there.
He couldn't do it for another year. Like,
yeah, maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, maybe he's working on something behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. I loved everything about it. Like, I love this series. I've loved it from season 1, and these last 3. These last 3
in the hotel.
Yeah. Oh, housekeeping.
Room number 6. Yeah.
Oh, you bring extra towel. But yeah, I love it. Like, everything about it was good. Just seeing Yavin's awesome. Like, all the X-Wings and the ships.
I like that they got that one guy that was in Rogue One, that commander.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like how he's like, as soon as I have to start taking orders, I'm out of here. He goes, well, that might be soon. Because when Mon Mothma gets there, it's getting ready to change.
I would like to see her not be so timid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe all that happened is what hardens her up, and gets her to the point where she's like, we have a mission, the ends justify the means, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
It was cool to see the K2s like throwing.
Dude, it was great. How awesome was that? Or just seeing the stormtroopers. Like, it was cool. Like, like I said, you don't need lightsabers and you don't need all that to be Star Wars. I mean, this is a serious show, and then you just sprinkle in some troopers, you sprinkle in some X-Wings, like, all of a sudden you see it like molding and forming into A New Hope.
Or the ties flying overhead.
Yeah, I thought they were going to start shooting. I was like,
I thought they were going to start bombing them. Like,
who's this guy? Serial, like, dude, he just. Oh, it was great.
It was great, and
no more Frosted Flakes for cereal.
Yeah,
no, it was sad too, because you saw the mom crying because she knew what probably
cereal
happened.
Got shot right in the head too.
Yeah,
like, that dude just point blank blasted him. That was crazy.
He took a blast to the head.
Yeah.
How about like the leader of the the people in the black outfits, right? I don't know. Are they special forces? I don't know what they are. But this guy was
great. He was
badass.
He was great.
Mm-hmm. You know what he reminded me of in Mando's season 2? Like, kind of that one officer that like Bill Burr was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the from the game, like the Battlefront game. Like, I forgot they were called.
Dude, and just the cinematography, like, Coruscant is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
like all the buildings they use, the way they shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was just me, but the way this was filmed, did it seem like it was stretched at all to you? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I didn't notice that.
I felt like like the production was phenomenal.
Oh, it's
amazing.
amazing.
Cinematography
amazing.
Was amazing. Like, you could tell that this feels like a movie to me.
I will say one thing that they missed on. It should have been Masamita running the Senate. And if they're going to have like an alien in there running the Senate, it should be Masamita. That's the only person it should be. Because he basically was running the Senate. Palpatine didn't go to the Senate.
I really wanted to see when they panned out the ETs being like,
yeah, that would have been a cool little nod.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Oh, it's just great. Like, there's no complaining for me. It's like compared to what we've been getting, like this is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's your rating from 1 to 10?
9.5.
Yeah,
9.5.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it. Like I really like. I was like, especially these last 3. I was just like, I'm just engulfed in it.
Yeah,
I like that. Andor was basically like shooting first and not.
Dude, he's like, what's his name? Oh yeah, hey, boom, boom, like, yes. Like, dude, it's just great. That whole scene.
Do you think her driver was going to help her or no?
No.
Well, I think so. Left.
It was very up for.
It's open for interpretations because he didn't look like he had a blaster.
I don't think he did. He showed him.
He did on the seat. Yeah.
He did.
He looked at it, and you could see like he kind of his tone talking to that officer over the comm was like a little bit different after he heard her speech.
Yes.
And then he was kind of like antsy, like hoping that he could get her. So in my mind, I was kind of thinking like, I think he's going to try to help her.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, and that's one thing I love about this show, because you were like, it was starting to change, especially after that speech which was amazing. Man, Hamana. You scored some brownie points with yours truly. Love you. Oh yeah, she is hot. But yeah, no, she it was. I think he left that gun on the seat because I think after the speech,
I think so.
He was torn, right?
Because
he could have just
seemed like it. It absolutely seemed like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing too is that I mean, we would never know, but that's what's cool about this show. It's like it's so artistic. It's basically, I don't know. I know we in the prequels we got a lot of the political talk, right? I think that was the number one complaint from the prequels. Is like, oh my gosh, like.
But see, I actually think the political stuff is really, really good.
It is really good, but the thing too, it was the one thing that drew people out of it was the fact that it was poorly written by George Lucas.
I don't think it was really that badly written. Like
it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what about it was bad? Like what would be?
It's the dialogue. The dialogue was very like, I don't know.
Like give me one person's dialogue, because I think I know what you're talking about, but. And I can probably explain it in a way that might not make it sound bad.
No, I understood the whole concept. Trust me, I love the prequels. All right, but
yeah.
I'm talking.
Here's something I've heard people say before, like the dialogue. Like we'll just use, for instance, the dialogue between Padme and Anakin. That it was very wooden. That like Natalie Portman, didn't really give it. Her A game, blah, blah, blah. I always looked at, like, take the one scene in Attack of the Clones when Obi-Wan is arguing with Anakin about going back because Padme fell out of that ship. She has a duty to do. She is very much, like, I kind of look at them as, like, prim and all the people in the Senate as, like, prim and proper, elitist, like groomed to be in charge, and so they don't really do things with a lot of emotion. And even the Jedi grew up that way, so like they don't have a lot of the like Luke emotions, because they're kind of like groomed to be this way. Maybe if I had to compare it to something like General Zod, is very militant in his like pathway. So I never really looked at the dialogue as being bad, because I thought it fit for like the context of the world that they were in.
Yeah, but I mean, again, we all understand the gist of it. It's just, compared to this, right? The dialogue that you get here versus what you got from the prequels, this is, at least to me, 10 times better.
It's very emotional.
It's
I would say that's the
well,
difference.
it's well written. And like I said, the problem with the prequels, I love the prequels, number one. I'm gonna tell you that, right? The
Yeah,
number
I do
thing, the one thing though, I see where I see both sides, right? Of people that love it and the people that dislike it. The one thing with the prequels is that obviously when you hear the dialogue, you're like, oh my god, these are like kids talking, right? And the one problem too with the prequels is that George did everything. He produced it, he wrote the screenplay, he directed it, he was there for everything. And why did the original trilogy, why did it do so well? Is because he had these other people preventing him from doing all these things. The editing by Marshall Lucas, like all the different directors from Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So I mean, to me, like this Andor is like, with like a lot of these like political talk, man, it's like amazing. And I don't know, I have to agree with Sean. Like this is probably the best Star Wars content that Disney has ever put out, second to probably Rogue One. Right?
Mando I was like, season 1 and 2 is pretty good.
It's pretty good, but
it's a different type though. It's a different type of
It's a different type, right? Like this is just like you get to see like the things that you won't regularly see on like a Mando or a movie, all the different interactions, right? Like pretty much what they say, the NPCs, right? The peons that are in the background that you just like don't pay attention to, but now you're paying attention to in this show. So the ISB, like who cared about the ISB back in the day? I didn't know there was an ISB, but
yeah, I kind of look at them as like CIA,
but I mean, like who cared about them? You're just like, oh, I want stormtroopers, I want the Death Troopers, I want Director Krennic. And I love the fact they're just sprinkling them those major characters here and there, or just saying them, oh, Emperor Palpatine or Grand Moff Tarkin, and you don't get to see them because it's not about them. Because putting them in this show will take it away from the characters that you see on screen. I'm glad that we don't see a Vader. I'm glad we don't see Emperor Palpatine because it's not about them. We already had a lot of content about them. It's about Andor, Mon Mothma, Bale. I thought Bale did a great job. Yeah. Even though it was not Jimmy Smith's.
That's hard not seeing Jimmy Smith though.
It's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But
I got over
I would almost say though. Like considering that he wasn't, available to use, it would be more weird to not have somebody play the part because of how integral he would be. It would be weird for him not to be involved in this in some form or fashion.
No, he has to. Yeah.
Like even that one scene with Krennic and Mothma. Amazing because now they know each other. They've had history. She's interrogated him in the Senate for different things. They have a little bit of a contentious relationship about him. I actually really like the political stuff in it. I think Star Wars usually does it really good. I would have liked to have seen a couple of those deleted scenes from Revenge of the Sith. Like especially the one where they're kind of sitting down and you kind of realize, this is the founding fathers of the rebellion.
Yeah, when Bale was there, Mon Mothma was there, Padme was there, and then Padme's like, "What if we're in the wrong side of this war?"
That's the conversation with Anakin that was probably directly after her meeting. There was one other thing I was thinking. It's my mind, but
it's so good. This show is so good. I like thoroughly enjoy 9.5. Easy 9.5. Cinematography, the acting, just the dialogue, the writing, all the different background things that you're seeing in the background, like Coruscant, Yavin, K2SO, like being turned on and like having that type of humor already when he was turned on. Like, let's go. Like, this is awesome. Like, Gorman Massacre, we read it about it in the books. We see it happening. It's mentioned in Rebels. Everything's connected to Rebels. Everything's connected to Rogue One. I love it and can't wait to see the last 3 episodes of the show. It's going to be sad because, my gosh, finally we're getting some really good Star Wars content, and it's, you know, short-lived.
Do we get Galen Erso?
I hope to see. We should.
I hope so. Yeah.
On some level,
that would be awesome. We know we're getting K2. He's going to be a little more interactive.
Director Krennic. Oh man.
I mean,
it's going to be so good. With
we need to see there needs to be a scene where, you know, maybe you've got Krennic, Galen, because this week was 2 years before Battle of Yavin, correct?
Yeah.
So next year is going to be 1 year, correct?
Yeah.
Each week is a year. He's already got Krennic. I'm sorry, Krennic has already got Galen, you know, and the wife is dead, and Jen is on the run.
I mean, so the next 3 episodes, so it should end with Cassian in the opening scene of Rogue One where he shot the stormtroopers and he was being all kind of so that's how it should end. Like it should lead straight into that. They're going to send him on this mission.
He'll probably be going on that mission.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll show it right up to it.
I was always under the impression that Skarsgård was actually affiliated with the rebellion, and it seemed like when, you know, that he necessarily wasn't. Like he didn't really trust Bail. He wasn't going to go to Yavin. Like, is he not directly affiliated with the rebellion on the Yavin? Because I always took it as like
he didn't want to go there.
Yeah, I always took it as like, you know, Bail, Mothma, Skarsgård were like founding fathers of the rebellion, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way I always took it. And it seemed like when they, like last week when they had oh shit, what's his name? Forrest Whitaker, Saul Guerrero. I kind of thought like he was with them as well, and then, you know, there's something that probably sent him over the top to where like they haven't, when Rogue One gets there, they haven't seen him in years. He was way too radical for them.
Yeah,
and I actually like Skarsgård's sidekick, that chick.
Oh yeah,
I like
Clea.
Yep.
Yeah.
She got better this year. I think they gave her.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, I mean, she's good looking, but I'm saying like as far as her character.
Oh yeah,
you know, like she understands. Like, listen, you know, this is do or die. You know, I didn't quite understand why Skarsgård like essentially wants to stay there, and it's almost like they both know, like, yeah, we're gonna get killed for treason, and they're completely fine with it. Like, I mean, I would think that they would be better suited to flee, go to Yavin, you know, but I guess maybe they're so entrenched there that they need to stay, and if they meet their demise, then so be it.
Yeah,
I think Clea became more of like the leader versus
seemed like it
this year. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
So I wonder if there's some kind of lead in where she's something else, right?
Maybe.
So
that would be interesting.
And maybe that's why she's not going to Yavin.
Could be. Yep.
So,
yeah.
Oh,
like maybe she's royalty or something for something else. I'm not saying she's going to be Leia, but maybe she's a royalty.
Oh yeah.
For,
yeah.
Right.
Is she his daughter? Or
no, I don't think so.
They didn't say.
Yeah, okay. I would just kind of trying, like, wondering what their dynamic was. Is that his daughter's niece, or just somebody that works with him and they're on the same mission, so to speak?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, but I mean, good stuff, Andor.
Yep.
Can't wait for next week's final 3 episodes of the season. And honestly, I hope, Disney can give us more content like this, right? Like, just, I don't know. It's great. And yeah.
I would say if they could button up some of the things that bug me and keep the overall storyline good the way that these have been, I think they could do a lot of good. But it's just like, it's just some of those little things that just draw you out from time to time, and it's like they don't quite understand the world they're in. But I think the storyline of this is really, really good. They just need to put it in the right world.
Yeah,
it's the writer. It's the writer. He's really good.
He is.
So,
but he doesn't necessarily have a good grasp of the world that he's in.
Well, he doesn't.
Yeah,
he says.
Right.
Well, he said in an interview like he didn't know much about Star Wars. He just
said he didn't really like it.
Yeah,
and I would say that's probably part of the problem. He doesn't really see the necessity of the things that people like myself are talking about.
Yeah.
I think that benefited him in this. I get what you're saying, Anthony. Maybe. I think, but it also benefited him because he didn't build in like Vader and like Luke and Yoda and lightsabers.
I would say it helped and it probably hurt. It helped in some aspects and hurt in others.
Yeah.
You know what though? It's something different from the regular Star Wars that we're used to, right? I mean, has there ever been a more serious show like this in all of Star Wars?
No,
right?
That's why I like it.
And I think that little change of pace, is great. And like I said, once in a while, get this type of shows, well written, well produced, directed, great actors. I love the fact that all of the Imperials have a British accent. I think
that's
cool.
something that I think is always important.
So, yeah, no, this is a great show. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's such a change of pace from season 1, right? Season 1, like I said, I gave that season a 7 out of 10 so far. This season, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. All right, cool. I just want to say thank you to Jeff from Spice Runners Lounge. Please check him out every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time on that channel. So anything coming up on the Spice Runners Lounge, Jeff?
The normal shenanigans, just sitting around talking Star Wars. Probably talk about Andor again.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I think full cruise on this Friday. So
please check them out. Great show.
What the budget is for this show? Because
I thought you were gonna mean Spice Runners. I'm like,
doesn't it seem like it?
You guys don't get paid?
It has far more money. Like each episode seems like there is a much bigger budget than like in some of these other shows.
I'm not sure.
Oh, there's definitely a bigger budget for this. I remember, like we had talked about it on the show too. It's definitely much bigger. So I think.
Yeah.
So
it looks like.
I mean, you just tell. Yeah.
I mean, this looks like, for the most part, it looks like feature film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So. All right, so please check out Jeff also Instagram Star Wars Addict 77. All right, guys.
I did. Oh, real quick too, PJ. I did start a new Facebook group also. It's for the soundboards because that's starting to take off more. So it's called Galactic Soundworks. If you're not part of that group, then
okay.
But it's strictly like almost business, right? So it's like just building out sound cards for like static displays or the Home Depot stuff. And it's not just Star Wars. We've been building like Mickey and Minnie soundboards and Joker soundboards. And actually, Anthony Guy contacted me. He wants to build a soundboard for the Dio that we have for Anakin and Kenobi.
Oh, wow.
Like with snippets of that. So we're doing some different things. Me and J2SO are kind of doing it right now. We're building the boards out. So new business.
Okay.
So
all right, please check out Star Wars Addict 77, Jeff. And what's the Facebook again?
Galactic Soundworks.
Galactic. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm putting that right now on the live stream chat. So please check Jeff and J2SO there.
Yes,
but yeah, we'll be back again next week, same time, same place. Sean, Anthony,
the one in the books.
Yeah. I saw a couple new stuff here, Sean.
What's that?
Which one?
Oh,
I don't know. Which one am I hitting?
Both, either one.
Either one. Okay. Peace out, everybody. Oh, that's pretty cool. But Made in Midichlorians be with you guys always and forever.